war. It's fantastic.
The fogginess of what took place here in the 1980s is pretty great, and it involves a little creature. I'll call him a creature, more man than dog, and I actually believe the dog was a woman, played by a woman anyhow. But this is Spuds MacKenzie, of course, we're talking about.
Oh, man, yeah.
Yeah, so this was, at least for me, this is the most absurd ad campaigns, not just because you're like, oh, all right, you're going to have a bull terrier sell your beer, but also the sexualized nature of it all was very bizarre. So I pulled this spot here. We'll start with this one where it's just like, all right, these ladies are going to fuck this dog.
Check him out. What a hug.
Get a load of him.
Well, there's a super party animal. His name is Spuds MacKenzie. With a beach in sight and a cold Bud Light, he's in the party frenzy.
He's Spuds MacKenzie, one party-loving, happening dude.
Go, Spuds, go, Spuds, go.
Bye, Spuds. Call me.
Go, Spuds, go.
Wow.
So now,
I forgot about Spuds.
that's right. So Spuds is the fever dream. Like, I mean, you got to talk about the 80s. You got some ad execs zooted to high hell. You know, they're on day 4 of a wild coke binge when they're just like talking to their dog, and it's like, you know what would say, like, sex sells even when it's, you know, the interspecies situation. Because I'm like, not only just giving the dog beer, which is, you know, mildly irresponsible. He seems to be quite a party animal. He seems to be enjoying himself, but I'm just like the very strange flirtation of it all was a lot. I mean, those were super. I think the premiere of Spuds was a Super Bowl spot, of course. They really wanted to come in strong with a Super Bowl ad, and I think there was some backlash, ensued. So some people were, of course, maybe the animal rights people, but I think just decency in general maybe came through. They're like, all right, there's silliness, fine. You put on a poster or whatever, but these spots are getting too, like, people are exchanging phone numbers and they're licking their chops. It's very strange.
Yeah, it's an odd one because, like you said, putting sunglasses on a dog is very funny.
Yes.
Putting a fake beer next to a dog sitting in a lawn chair, also kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
Insinuating that the dog might get some pussy.
That's what it is. I mean, no, he looked satisfied. I mean, let's be honest. We've all seen when a dog gets a little restless, you start humping the leg. He's not humping any legs. He has no. He looked very, very satisfied.
He's comfortable.
He is very comfortable. I mean, yeah, he's bloated on Bud Light, and he's getting his lipstick. He's getting his lipstick tugged. He's good. He's in good shape. And also, again, I think it was a lady dog, which is also very funny.
That is very funny.
But there was parents, of course, people are coming out. There was a lot of the conservative circles. People are, oh, you're selling it to kids. Obviously, kids, adults wouldn't find it, which, of course, I'm watching it and laughing right now. So adults can't enjoy Spuds. It's fucking hilarious. It's hilarious that it happened with such a massive brand, like not just some weird regional like car salesman doing some stunt. This is like this is Bud Light, man. This is
Bud Light, man.
One of the big boys, Anheuser-Busch. So people were a little pissy about Spuds, and so they decided to take a turn with him. And in this spot, they decided to, be like, all right, hey, it's all fun and games at the beach when Spud's getting drunk and balls deep. But funny. Listen, let's just take it down a minute and let's just remind the kids that when you're getting your dog drunk and fucking them, you got to be responsible.
Do you know why Spuds MacKenzie has so much fun at parties? Because he's always in control. And he knows how to make a party last. It takes good sense to have a good time. And Spuds knows it's cool to live by one simple rule. Know when to say when.
A reminder from Anheuser-Busch.
So now, this is almost more bizarre than the...
It's strange.
Very strange.
Because,
the party doesn't, go on forever. Spud's getting a little older. As we talked about, he answered yes to 10 out of 10 of the questions, most likely.
Yeah, probably.
He doesn't have much agency. He's a goddamn dog. So he's looking around like, who the fuck is responsible for me? For me, I don't even wipe my own ass. So now they're like, now all of a sudden he's a beacon of responsible drinking.
He kind of, that commercial, he takes on a little bit of He went from like David Hasselhoff to Hugh Hefner.
He did get heffy. He got a little,
He got very hefty on it.
Yes. No,
Yeah.
I feel like there's velvets, there's satin sheets now. Like he took a turn. Yeah. He's running with the with the ritzy crowd there. Which is probably why he's like, people don't like the butt chug. He's like, when I was on the beach, man, with that crowd, like I would butt chug and they'd be like, Spuds. You can't be doing
Having
that.
a good time.
He was sitting on a fucking baby grand piano, for Christ's sake, during that spot. So
Just remember, people put these ad campaigns together.
and
It's
spent
actually
millions and shit ton of money. They actually, their response, and I think it's actually remarkable that their Bud Light's response to this, like, all right, enough with the dog getting drunk during the Super Bowl and shit. My kids are getting weirded out by it. They're like, all right, we hear you. We're doing a responsible. We want everyone to know that this dog is responsible. He knows when to say when, which is something dogs never. I mean, your dog would eat and drink until its stomach exploded, likely. So I don't know where Spuds is getting his restraint from, but